in the right-hand side of the map, in the red color, playing as none other than the God Set in one of the shortest best of you'll ever see. Best of 165, game number 1. Only 164 more to go after this if they go equal. We have Joe. His opponent today, in the blue color, crowned champion of season number 2's Boobly Champions League. The exquisite, the immeasurable, the way too good looking Skady from the Dodd clan. Dodd's very own Skady. He is playing Poseidon. The map, Blue Lagoon. And yes, this is 110% going to be a best of 165. That's not a typo there. It's not a best of 15. It's not a best of 16. It's not a best of 65. That is 165. Whether or not we'll get there tonight or today or tomorrow or ever is a different story. But this is what's happening, and you're going to have to sit there and enjoy it, because so am I. It's Sunday today. It is Shoutcast Sunday. Time to bring Shoutcast Sunday back. Hanging out with the best Age of Mythology fans out there. No one tops you guys for the Age of Mythology fandom. I heard they're going to be making a Age of Mythology 2 soon, or the definitive edition. That's what I've heard. And I know everything, so if I've heard it, that means that 100% Age of Mythology definitive edition confirmed for 2022. There, you heard it first. If I'm wrong, I'm wrong. That's insider information right there. I don't got no NDA, and even if I did, I'd still break it just for you guys. Set versus Poseidon on Blue Lagoon. What to expect? Skady, the king of the unexpected in Age of Mythology, loves his villager rushes. Loves everything he can do. The boss checking out the villager over here. Rhino helping kill the zebra, though. One more hit there would have been good, but good micro from Skady going on to this villager. Does a ton of damage. And Skady's just going to be... he's just running around. He's going to keep trying to kill this. If Joe just heals this up, though, it's fine. Relic's got the hardest volley. Extra 2 line of sight for the scout units. 4 line of sight for the lesser known scout units. And we're seeing Hermes come through for Skady. No surprises at all. And we've got the temple up for Joe. No monument as of yet. Going through dark. Going up at 340. And I am frozen. It is cold. Okay. I think these guys are chatting to each other. We'll see what they've got to say. Theseus going to come say g'day. Very real possibility that this villager gets sniped now. The damage is huge. 10 HP, 3 HP, 0 HP. Theseus showing Joe the business here. He gets bonus damage against rhinos. Rhinos have to run away. Feeling very, very sad for Joe's villager there. Hermes comes through for Skady. Looks like an immediate second town center here. 5 villages on gold. Generally speaking, you want to take these off of gold as soon as you build the town center, and then start putting them back there a little bit later. Dark coming through for Joe. And the vision in here. And still the pigs. Shifting sands onto the opponents. And he will go in here. He's going after some villagers. Gets one. Does he have Hands of the Pharaoh? He does have Hands of the Pharaoh. That's 2 villager kills here. That's 3 villager kills. This is old school set. We've missed this. I'm surprised we didn't see a ceasefire there. Losing 1 gazelle. He can move over here and start hitting the gold mine as well. Still no second town center coming up for Skady here, though. The Hippolyta is here. Another villager going down. 4 villager kills for Joe. Joe absolutely destroying Skady here at the start of this game, though he has lost out on a lot of income by not empowering this with this Pharaoh. While this is going on, second town center coming through for Joe. Wall coming up as the centaur going to come in and try and snipe a villager here. This is big for Skady. He's very, very intelligently using that centaur as a raiding force instead of anything else. That village, that laborer will get back. There's barracks going up, armory going up. And the centaur going to visit these villages up in this location here as the town center is nearing its completion. Going to attempt to pick off a villager or something as Theseus does manage to take down the Wadjet over here. And the Pharaoh retreating back with his Secrets of the Titans. And the town center coming up for Skady now. You can see Skady's got a lot of gold in the bank. And this is sort of why you take off the villagers off of the gold as soon as you get that town center up. And there's the town center for Joe. He's got the rhinoceros back here. He's got the rhinoceros over here. We are seeing this rhino gets deleted. Joe smartly deleting that one there. The Pharaoh does get to keep his life there as he's coming back over onto this granary. Going to be empowering that. Living the dream. We've got the nerf sets in chat already. Not happy to see anybody getting any early game damage done ever, because we really just want to see 20 minutes of booming into a fast resign, you know. Armory not coming up for Joe just yet. He's microing his villager around just a little bit here. Second town center up for Skady now. We've got 23 villages for Skady to 28 for Joe. So a big advantage in that regard there. And Joe's just pumping him out. I think Joe should be happy to try and get heroic age without building anything, but he is going for some spearmen though, just to be nice and safe. Surprised to see that because of how good this hunt is. The rhinos that he has here as well are really good as well. And he could have sent a rhino and the gazelle back home, be hunting that, get a very fast heroic age, but maybe the spearmen are necessary to prevent walls. We see Skady moving forward, throwing the walls down really, really early. This is becoming more and more standard at the top level, and even at the lesser top level, like your top 50 players, like your 1800 plus players, are all starting to do this because it's really, really strong, especially with those gods that can throw buildings up behind and get a lot of value out of the, like Poseidon, with the militia coming out of them, or even a Norse god who can throw up longhouses behind them, and then Ulfsar can sneak through and do all the cheeky shenanigans. We got Norse in the chat asking what the situation is. Clearly, it's a best of 165 between Joe and Skady. You're here for game number 1, my friend. Pharaoh jumping onto the settlement now. Going to be empowering that one up. Joe going up to 3 town centers now. Same with Skady. Both players just happily booming here. Honestly, I'm surprised to see Skady not build any military. He's just going for a straight boom and getting away with murder, sending this villager forward to get this wall up here. One thing that these spearmen can do very nicely is make sure you can prevent all of this going up, and that's something you really want to have done there. And you can see the villager running around here is going to get caught by the Pharaoh, and now Joe's going to see this and possibly start walling up his own side of the map, because you don't want to get into that position as Egyptian. It's really, really bad, getting completely walled in. We can see here he's spotted the walls already coming up, going to be preventing that. The villager just going to chill over here for the time being. There are some hyena in this side here. Spearmen coming back, going to be searching for this villager, and as the walls coming up on this side of the map, Joe going to be attempting to secure his corner here. And Skady going to be attempting to deny his corner. Well, the wall is up, doing the good things. Shadoof coming through for Joe. So he's ready to start farming, but he's got Plenty of good things. Oh, the villager. Oh, villager sees the wall going up. We'll see if anything's going to happen here. Joe not reacting. There are these two hyenas to make this a little bit chaotic here. And Joe still hasn't even reacted to this wall going up because he can see that part of it's up. And you can see the hyena comes in. And it's probably going to start killing off Joe's laborer here. But a wall that goes across here would be much better anyways. So we'll see him probably throw that up. Wall here. And then like here maybe. And this is just classic age mythology here. Walls up everywhere. Let's see this wall getting broken down. Units getting healed up, feeling funky fresh. Nephthys coming through. Skady starting to feel like he wants to get a little bit frisky with his units as he's throwing down more of these walls just everywhere. Toxotes coming in, gonna start sniping spearmen. Living the dream. And even the watchtower coming down for Joe now. He's very, very cautious in this game. I think this villager can escape. Oh, maybe you don't want to escape. Stay in the middle here, throw up the stables or something. He's going to attempt to run past the town centre, Skady. Recognizing there's a town centre there and retreating back. And the Nephthys does come through. Skady's going to want to basically just jump straight to the Mythic Age anyways. So he's going to go full villagers up to 80. Both players at 72 villagers right now. So any of that early game play that Joe did, it's like almost like it was unnecessarily like even if he didn't do it, he'd still be in the same position. And same with Skady. It's like a little bit unnecessary to even do it. I don't know. Maybe Skady would be in front up to 80 villagers already, but anyways, armory coming up now for Skady. Toxotes are all out. Migdol Stronghold coming forward for Joe. He's going to want to start spamming out those chariot archers. Against these walls, you definitely need to get out really, really early siege towers. Definitely don't lose them. But you want to be taking these walls down as best as you can and putting up your own walls behind them or next to them or whatever. Oh, and Skady's coming back to wall in Joe's walls. Looks like. Irrigation spearmen coming through. Aphrodite coming through for Skady. Siege works on the way. Stable up coming up for Skady as well. Farms coming down. Really just happily gathering in this location though. This could be bad for Skady. He does have ceasefire. So there's nothing that Joe can really do to hit this unless Joe hits a mythic timing. So one thing you want to try and do if you're gearing to go to the Mythic Age, is cast Ancestors at about 25% Mythic Age when you're going Horus to get the ceasefire to come down, so that as soon as the ceasefire is over, then the tornado comes in, then the animals of Set come through, the Free Avenger and everything else comes through, and it can be really brutal for the Poseidon player to hold on. So we'll see if that's something that Joe's going to attempt to do here. As he's getting very close to the next stage. See the siege tower taking down a house here. I mean, there's also possibilities here that he could force a ceasefire without having to cast Ancestors. But Joe does look just a little bit short on the gold here. He's got a lot of wood that he could sell. And you see the spearmen coming through. Going to snipe out some of these Hippocon. Looking fantastic. And there's the Chaos, there's the Ancestors, and no ceasefire from Skady just yet. There's a couple of siege towers here. I wonder if no ceasefire here is the right call. Potentially, he's just going to retreat back and just pretend like nothing's going on. Joe's attempting to get to the Mythic Age here. Really, really close. He's trying to sell resources, it looks like. We'll just spam out siege towers, I guess. If he gets there, he gets there. Still no camel caravans getting made. And it's looking like Skady's just going to be able to hold against these Ancestors. No ceasefire necessary. It's 140 to population to 160 population, and Joe's going to be on the way to the Mythic Age now. Skady is going to attempt to hold here, doing a nice job of it. No villagers here though to pick off these siege towers is a very big mistake from Skady. He may actually have to cast that siege fire now, but Horus is on the way. And Skady just about to lose that town center. Does not lose it, but obviously Horus comes through. Town center goes down regardless. So now Joe's basically on a timer here. He has to kill the town center and shut Skady down. Skady wants to get Mythic Age as fast as he possibly can here through Hephaestus. Trade this town center here, and then push back with tech. Is generally the way you come back in this situation here. You can come back with either Heliopolis spammage, Heliopolis Apaspist is good in order to push back or something like that. We see some walls coming up for Joe as well as he's trying to get more of the map for himself. But Skady's got a lot of the map already walled up, so that's got to feel good for him. And Horus is very, very close, 80% here. Heavy Archers has come through for Skady. He's got a lot of gold in the bank. No fortified town centers just yet, though it is on the way. Probably not fast enough. One thing Skady could try here is just spamming out more buildings. Instead of repairing the town center, just build a ton of buildings around here. There's the Horus. There's the tornado going down. Easily... I was going to say, easily going to kill the town center, but... Guys, if you know anything about Tornado, which way does Tornado go? Does it A, go up and to the left? B, go up and to the right? C, go down and to the left? Or D, go down and to the right? Which one does it say with me, everyone? 1, 2, 3. Up and to the left. Yes, if you said it was A, you get $1 million dues courtesy of Monopoly money. But Fortified Town Center is coming in for Skady. He's going to be able to hold this for just a little bit longer. We've got Bronze Weapons, Flood Control, Champion Spearmen, Champion Chariots coming through for Joe. Skady still stuck in the Heroic Age. The Avenger going to do tons of damage. No heroes out for Skady. He's trying to get his Theseus out. He's trying to get his Hippolyta out in order to deal with this. The Champion Spearmen's here. The Catapult coming in. Migdol's stronghold down. Villagers pushing forward with towers. And Skady taps out. Joe wins game number 1 of the best of 165. My golly gosh. What a game. Well, I don't know what to say. We'll continue the series. If you guys are enjoying the games, I would appreciate a follow on the old Twitch. And yeah, we'll see you in the next game. Yeah, 164 to go. We better give Joe his first point. Yellow snow cone. Do you have a week off? No, I don't have a week off. Why? I never have a week off. I'm just working non-stop. Very rarely do I get holidays. That's the life I've chosen. I believe Winter will be online in 3 days. You'll play the next best of 165. Oh. Too much abuse for Sunday. All right. Oh. Oh. Well, well, well. Game number 2 of this. I'm going to continue with it because this is definitely 100% not a meme. This is definitely a 165 best of series here. Game number 2 between these two players. Joe versus Skady. In the top of the map in the blue color as Zeus, the king of the gods. The god that sits atop the throne of Olympus. The god who has many sons and daughters, and I think also many different partners because he just cannot keep it in his pants. Yes, he is Zeus. And yes, this is Skady. Unfortunately for Skady, Zeus doesn't have access to Frost Giants, Winter Harvest, or Huntress Axe, but he does have access to the Norse killing special ability. Cool. His opponent today in the red color playing as none other than Set, the mischievous god, the trickster god, Loki's brother from another mother. His name's Joe, and he's in the red color. And the map is Oasis. This is 110% a best of 165, which means we've had one game that's easily 164 more to go, which is quite a lot. Quite a lot. I don't know how else to say it. I don't know if we're going to make it through them all, but we're going to try. Zeus versus Set on Oasis. Oasis, one of those maps that does end up becoming very boomy because of how low the hunt can be. It's really hard to be aggressive. And oftentimes it's really easy to just grab 3 town centers and wall up the map and do your thing. Zeus, strong god. Lots of different options. Can go center, can go not center, can go hoplites, can go not hoplites. Whatever you want to do. We see a house coming up for Skady. Doesn't look like he got house there. That was close. And he is having to leave his old mate Zebra here. Let's see the hyena getting oomed. Ooh, walolo. Walolo. No? Just me? Okay. Mama. Mama. Now, do we want to place bets? Will these players go for their baboon this game? Wait, is there even baboon? Or monkey? Yes. Baboon. Will these players go for their baboon or not this game? Look how much food is here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. That is 600 food. 600 food. Well worth it. But both these guys, Egyptian and Greek, they don't like their baboon. They do not like their baboon. Though you could definitely them, if you know what I mean. You could them and send them home. So we'll see if that's something that Joe's going to want to try and do or not. There's 75 food you can bring into your base. And you do that with all of them. They don't take too long. It's only 30 seconds to convert them. As opposed to the hyena, which is a minute. You get 2 baboons a minute. So in 3 minutes, you get all the baboons. Worth. Very worth. And someone explain why 165? That's what they decided upon at the start of it. What venues do I usually play piano at? I play at any venue that has me. Basically. Oh, the double storehouse from Skady. He's been playing some Age of Empires too. This is something that I do see quite a lot in Age of Empires 2 and not very much in Age of Mythology. And it is, obviously it's good. Like, obviously it's worth throwing this extra storehouse up because it gives you these trees here as very, very nice and efficient. And also, like, the ones that go out further are good as well. But we'll see what Skady's going to do. And we see the hyena coming in as Joe looks like he is on the hunt, quite literally, for these villages. We see a bolt there onto the Pharaoh. He's just going to be able to get away from here. No problems. Won't lose any villages just yet. But Skady, like, he's going to be in a... This is one of the tougher maps for Zeus. No hunts. onto goat already. Finished with the chicken. Whereas one thing you can do with set is you can throw up a second monument relatively early here. Like you get the town center up and then get the second monument up. And then your pharaoh can just make Gazelle of Set. And you can easily get an 8-minute heroic age here. Feeling fantastic about your life. And your choices. The armor is coming up. And obviously Joe's going to know this map, this low hunt, no threat. Did we see Athena or Hermes? Probably Hermes. This is a good place for Joe to push off of because there's also berries here. And now Skady has to think about whether or not he wants to make the trek back over here to get the berries and finish that hunt up or not. He does have the heroes out, so he may as well send something back over there at this point. You can see now Joe's eating his chicken. He's got these. He's not converting his baboon, though. He might be sending the priest up there, though. Oh. 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 Or is he getting Nose of the Sphinx? It's not a bad relic. Did he get Hands of the Pharaoh? He did. So he'll get his Nose of the Sphinx. Please convert it. Convert it. Oh. All things equal, who should win this game? Zeus or Set? If all things are equal, the game will go on forever. Never finish. That's my answer. The game will never finish. Walls coming up now for Skady in the middle of the map. Very good to cut the map up into different portions. This villager over here might want to think about walling off this corner up here and get that corner for himself. Especially when your opponent's going for these fast heroic style stuff, no units to defend. Something you might want to scout out with your Katoskopos is exactly what the Egyptian player is trying to do. If you don't see any barracks, then you can basically guarantee you get some free walls up everywhere around the map. I'm generally surprised to see this relic not get grabbed. It helps out a little bit, not a lot, a little bit. 5% building crush vulnerability. Like makes this go up to 15% or something. I'm going to see the Wadget getting taken down as villagers coming forward for Joe. He can Shifting Sands this into his base. If he wants to. Looks like his Pharaoh's going to get killed for a second time though. No micro from Joe. He doesn't care about his Pharaoh or about his animals. He's going to be able to snipe a villager though. Smart play to go after that. He's going to come after the other villager as well. Beautiful. I am very noob. Is this really going to be 165 games? Yes, 110%. It will be 165 Gimme games. Or at least whoever wins. Whoever gives up first, I guess. And Jason retreating away. 10 HP. Walls coming. This is very, very aggressive. I don't think these will go up. This 100% gets scouted. And the villagers coming in. The hyena coming over. The villagers have to retreat. Oh, ghost building coming down for Joe. Smart play there. And both these villagers do end up biting the dust. As Jason falls. And 1 HP villager and 7 HP villagers. They've got the same movement speed. So this villager should never catch him. Right? Oop, this has 5. This has 4. Why does this one have 5? Hyena of Set. So slow. So slow. And he's just bumping into the back. And I think every time he bumps into this hyena slows down as well. Hey, now he gets in there. And both the villagers fall. Nice. Barracks coming up. Look at these villagers over here just hanging out, chopping wood, doing their thing. The farms are up now for Skady. Third town centre on the way. Stables coming up. Archery range as well. Nephthys on the way for Joe. With a sizable villager advantage at 58 villagers right now to 49. But It's Greek villages versus Egyptian villages. The pharaoh's been dead for a long time. Economy is probably fairly similar right now. In fact, we could check that out and see what it's looking like. And yeah, Skady's in front, even with less villages. So Egyptian players, they're always behind. Such a tough game. So very uneven for the set players. Just never able to keep up. And we've got archery ranges up, stable up, barracks up. How's the economic upgrades looking? Plow, pickaxe, no hand axe. Surprised to see that, but obviously not enough resource. We've got enough resources for it now. But same situation for Joe. No real surprises there. But hand axe is such a huge upgrade for Egyptian players. Hand axe is one of those upgrades you really shouldn't go past. It's really, really big. Ooh, big shifting sands here. Pulling these units into his base. I don't know if I like this usage of shifting sands in this matchup here. Yes, he picks off a couple of units, but that shifting sands is really, really important for like maneuverability later in the game. So you can jump onto your opponent from one side and kill them. Like if you're over here and you get shut down because of the army, so you can shift up to the top and roleplay like you have Underworld. But Joe gets like a small army military victory there for the trade of possibly the best classical age god power. Joe thinking he's Skady thinking he is playing Poseidon still, throwing houses up in his opponent's base here for some reason. Not sure why. You see the siege works up and Joe is powering in front right now. And Skady is struggling. He's 70 villages though. This score differential here is quite huge. Do we see shaft mine? Okay, no shaft mine out for Joe. A little bit surprised to see these. I mean, it is Joe, and Joe is like kind of known for like not getting economic upgrades and things, and just kind of doing whatever he feels like, throwing away villages, whatever. And still winning. But the upgrades that are super important for Egyptian are hand axe and shaft mine. Everything and irrigation, I think. Yeah, those three upgrades are the really big ones that you need to basically get as soon as you possibly can, because they give you a lot more resources, effectively. And there's the hand axe now for Joe. So he's listening on the stream, so it's good. And we're going to see Joe attempt to push him with a Migdol stronghold. I don't think his army's quite strong enough to deal with this. Ancestors will just breed a ceasefire, so he can't use that if he wants that to get up. Pharaoh over here with 1 HP. Not going to get sniped there. Villagers getting pulled off the line here. Defending. Joe's going to be on the way to the Mythic Age really, really shortly as well. There's a lot of these units here. They're trash units, like Crocodile, Set, Spearmans. Like, he's not able to push here, but he just wants to keep Joe in the... he just wants to keep Skady in the Classical Age and not let him power in front on that economy. And one thing that Skady needs is irrigation. You can't get that until the Heroic Age. And there's that Migdol going up for Joe. Skady trying to pump out those units. He's got the resources in the bank. He's just a little bit behind on those military buildings, as Joe hitting this timing really, really nicely. And with the Migdol stronghold going up in his face, it's going to be tough for him. And cavalry coming out. No real answer to cavalry. He's only got medium Hippocon, no spirited charge, no armor either. So the cavalry do really nicely. He's a spearman as well. We don't see Joe going for the Mythic Age here. Instead, grabbing Bowsaw and Shaftmine. So Bowsaw only really is good if your intention is to get Carpenters right after it. Bowsaw doesn't give you any real big bonus on wood, apart from effectively reducing your walking time by half or something. That's not even half. No, it's only 5 carrier capacity. So it's not even by half. You get like it's really not worth it. So we see Apollo coming through. So if Joe doesn't get Carpenters right away, it's a big waste of resources there. Shaft mine obviously was huge, but it's funny. One day I'll tell Joe about this and he'll take note of it. And he will be unstoppable. He will be unstoppable. One day. Maybe even today. He might listen to me today. I'll tell him about it. We'll see. See the Toxotes getting sniped. Elephants starting to come through for Joe. Maybe we see Thoth here as a crazy one. Drop a couple of monuments to start making Phoenix. Really hard to defend against those. As Greek with only one ranged hero. And get sniped very easily by chariot archers. Now Joe coming through with these watchtowers. Really smart to get those in the face of your opponents. So many Migdol strongholds here. These elephants are going to be huge. Kind of have to start making Prodromus or something. But Skady is managing to hold on here very, very nicely so far. His economy is starting to kick into gear. He's at full population. Irrigation coming through for Joe now. It's going to be big for his economy. He's starting to really hurt on the resources here. Only 118 population now as the cavalry coming through. No walls set up for Joe, so Skady might be able to sneak through and get something here as the Pegasus is flying overhead. Underworld Passage getting thrown down here by Skady. Going to be attempting to deny this camel caravan. I'm not sure about this. The Toxotes is not going to be that useful here as we see the ancestors coming in and a ceasefire. So we'll see if Joe's going to send some villagers through. He does send some villagers through. Going to set up on this location here. Wall in the trade. Beautiful walls coming down now for Skady in order to prevent this trade from going ahead. One thing that you can do here as Egyptian is to put if you get the corner taken away for a little bit, get a preemptive market right next to your hometown center to go to this town center. And the difference is obviously it's a sizable difference. It's a whole screen length and a bit of distance. So you're looking at instead of getting 120 gold, looking at maybe like 80 gold. But 80 gold is still a lot. So we'll see if that's something that Joe's going to want to do there. He's already got 14 caravans out, copper weapons, irrigation, heavy cavalry coming through, fortified town centers through for Skady. Lots of military buildings here. What I don't like, just a little bit, I don't like farms on your front town center because you kind of want to put your buildings here. If you put buildings in front of this town center, you can make yourself make it a lot easier for yourself. And there's the Thoth coming through for Joe. I don't see him with any more monuments than one. And he's got only 28 favor here. So Book of Thoth is big. And Valley of the Kings is big. And Tusks of Apidamak is huge. But they all cost tons of favor. Those are all the upgrades you can get from Thoth. So you definitely need to get the extra monuments up. But obviously this also Phoenix are really huge as well. Now the elephant falling. More elephants getting built here. Joe really struggling to make any units here. Does he have crenellations? He's got crenellations. He's got the nodes of the Sphinx. So these buildings are actually gigantic here. And obviously Joe can then tech into masons and architects as well. Where did he build that market though? Did he really put the market here? Surely just go with the safe market. It's like, this market is not even that much better, but obviously it's fine. See the Underworld Passage getting kept alive here. There's the Thoth. Look at all the buildings though. The meteor will not kill this town center. We'll see if it kills anything else. He targets it here because he knows it's not going to do anything. It just randomly selects based on the buildings here. So the meteor raining fire from the skies here, but not going to be enough to kill off anything here really of Skady's. The town center is very, very low. The only thing you can be sure of is that the first town center will take, the first shot will be big. We see the Odysseus coming out here. It's the Phoenix flying overhead. What upgrades coming through for Joe? None just yet. He's just trying to build these elephant out and hold on. So the answer to Thoth for Skady is twofold. You can either go one, you can go mummies and make mass mummies in order to pick off the elephant really quickly, or two, you can go for Hephaestus and get Myrmidon. Myrmidon, really, really good counter to the elephants as well. Now, I see the elephant going straight after this town center. They do so much damage. 200% bonus against these town centers. And if you think the hoplites are good siege, elephants, whew, very, very good as well. And we'll see if Skady can get this town center back up. Surely Joe sends in villagers already to start towering this up. And there's the first tower going up for Joe. And Skady is going to tap out here in this game. Joe gets 2 quick victories here. Elephantos indeed by Joe. Skady struggling to get a foothold here in this 165 best of series. Joe may be running away with this one. He may be running away with this one. We'll see. Skady's going to have to adapt. He's doing well, but he's just not able to prevent these timings and Joe getting a foothold here. Feel like he needed, if he had those buildings up a little bit earlier, he probably could have denied all of these Migdol being set up, because really Joe was struggling for population there. The only reason he could hold on was the building spam. But we'll move on to the next game. If you guys are enjoying, please consider following on the Twitch. Hope you guys are enjoying these games. Better give old mate Joey boy his next point. 81 more to go for Joe. Wait, I don't even know what it is. Is it 83? It is. All right. Only came out with 100. Well, we'll see, man. These guys are going at it. That's what they requested. How do you counter this Egyptian spam BS? Like I said, I think you just got to get those military buildings up a little bit earlier. When you got 80 villages, you kind of need at least 10 military buildings. It's just the way it goes. Go back. I'm just going to get a quick glass of water. Where's my lady friend to get me the water? Well, I wouldn't ask her to do it, but she can't. She is physically unable to do it right now, as of distance between my country and hers is a little bit much. Well, back at it again. We've got the god of the underworld, the father to Cerberus himself, brother of the almighty king of Olympus, Zeus, Hades, the god himself, Skady selecting him, invoking his right. His right to play whomever he pleases. Skady, blue player. His opponent today, in the red color, also known as the King of the Gods, though not normally the King of the Gods, because Zeus is obviously the famous king of the gods. Odin is more of the kind of like runner-up, if you will. And that's what Joe's playing. Joe feeling like his Egyptian, his set more specifically, was starting to attract weaknesses and get cracked by Skady. Is not happy to continue with the Egyptian, going in with the OP Norse. OP. Big strong Norse. No counter gods. Odin, best god, 5.0. But Hades is here to say no. Hades is here to say no. Villagers wandering over here to eat the caribou. Living the dream. And, yeah. Oh, we have a relic. Look, Ma, I found a relic. The staff of Dionysus. The staff of Dionysus. Plus 20 villager carry capacity for the food. The relic that I personally believe is slept on. You need to pick that relic up. It's huge. Huge relic. We've got Soup in the chat saying Odin Rush, easy win here. I don't think you've ever met Skady. Skady is unrushable. He is the rusher. Minotaur Cyclops doesn't matter. He'll show you what it means to be a villager in Skady's army. We also see a classic Skady storehouse here. But not a classic Skady storehouse. This is a new breed of Skady storehouse. Normally you want the storehouse in the center of this long spot here, but I believe there's some rocks here, which I think you can delete if you put it on top of them. I don't think it stops you. Yeah. Anyways, Freya's incoming here for Joe, and Skady is getting an Ajax out and just hanging out, just chilling. What we might see here from Skady is the dreaded Minotaur Toxotes strat. Minotaur Toxotes. I'm telling you, it's a thing. It's good. It's very good, and I believe there's some focus issues going on here. Do perfect. And yep, Skady not wanting to advance. He's Skady is going with the classic 5:30 Ares Rush. Never before seen, but a classic nonetheless. Of all the things I miss... Sorry, let me start that again. Of all the things I've lost, I miss my mind the most. Oh, we've got a Hades Shade to help out though. One villager down. Tango down. Hades Shade coming in to show them what do. 6 damage. 100 HP. Very good. Ass coming out. Skady has to cast Sentinels. Joe immediately going to be running away. Another villager going to get sniped. But obviously the villager advantage here for Skady, even with this villager getting sniped, she does die, is still in favor of Skady. 19-19 or equal. And the Cyclops is out, ready to say good day. Lady Shade getting sent directly to his opponent's base to cast Pestilence. See if that's going to do anything at all. I feel like you want to hold this for like an actual fight. Because either way, the units are going to come out. So if you hold it for the fight, at least they can't reinforce. But it looks as if Skady is saying... I mean, I guess. Joe's just going to grab a talent center here, it looks like. Town center for Joe. Do. Cyclops moving in. Are you going to be able to kill a villager? Get in there. Kill the villager. No. I don't think he uses his special on villagers, does he? Can be used on... Oh, it can be. Forest fire being used, though. Alright. Alright. I see forest fire. Super value. The defensive forest fire too much, but it will open these villages up to being attacked from multiple different locations. The current on here going to be huge. Cyclops going to get surrounded. No, villagers retreating back. There is, or sorry, I should say there are berry bushes here. So one thing that Skady can do now, which is not normally available to Hades, is you can build 2 Cyclops and get Will of Kronos. Is that what it's called? Yeah, Will of Kronos. So get Will of Kronos first or whatever and get 2 Cyclops. And you can actually barrel this town center down very easily with Toxotes behind it. Because this does so much damage. And then Will of Kronos effectively doubles the damage. So if you have 2 or 3... Exactly. If you have 2 or 3 Cyclops with Will of Kronos... My god, and that tech has been... I didn't realize this tech has been buffed at some point. It's been buffed at some point in this game's history. In the patch history of Voobly. Is he going to build more? How many favors you got in the bank? Not enough to quite get it. It is a slow process to get the... It is a slow process to get the next favor you need. 20. Well, it's only 17 favor. It's not 22 favor. So these are really, really easy to mass. So if you get you just need 3 of them, and you can just take the town center down. That's hilarious. And the gold villages are finished, though Joe might be considering attempting to get to the heroic age here. And Skady's just like, I'm just gonna run straight by a town center. I don't care. I'm going for this gold mine. Do we see more Cyclops? 17 favor here. Build the Cyclops, Skady. Yes! More Elder Cyclops. Let's go. And then send the villagers forward with the 2 Cyclops and roleplay as if we're playing level 2 of the campaign going for the world record. Right? No? Just me? You guys not following? Okay, fair enough. That's just me. Bacon retreating. We'll decide to fight at some point. All he's got to do is pick off those Herso and the Cyclops are going to be huge. Next Cyclops coming in. Is he auto-queuing them? He totally is. He's got so many villagers on that. He doesn't even care. The Herso dies so quickly. He needs this one to die though. Oh. Cyclops not sure what he wants to do here. He's a little bit AFK in this fight. Oops. Oh, but maybe the Cyclops throw. Big boom. Smack. Oh. Not really working here. Joe just has to leave because the Cyclops are too much. It's a very, very close game here. Very, very close. Another Cyclops is out. Villagers have to leave. Skady with a lot of food in the bank. Coming forward, going to start eating his opponent's walrus here. There's not much food left on the map. There are caribou here, actually. And it looks as if the Raiders have found the Cyclops generation party that Skady is attempting to do here. And he's going to be retreating away, but he's going to lose a lot of those villagers. And here come the villagers. Skady he's going for it. He doesn't care. Look at him go. Oh, maybe he's not going for it. He's going to try. Smack, smack, smack. Boom, boom, boom. Big whack, whack, whack. Down center going down. Will it go down? He has to focus on the Hearser. Have to kill the Hearser. Gets pulled off this location here. No forest fire. Imagine forest fire here. Ladies and gentlemen. Imagine forest fire here. The Cyclops just hanging out. Not really doing all too much. This one's doing a lot though. Look at that town center just getting absolutely destroyed here. Oh, big smack. Boom. Love to see it. Cyclops just wrecking havoc here, but I feel like potentially Skady not gonna have made this one didn't quite work for him. GG. Best Odin verbally. Please upload this to YouTube. I think at this point we upload the entire 165 games, right? I think he wanted to restart. Yeah, he's got to restart the scenario, sure. We better give Joe his next point. 3 of 83. All right. Game number 4. Onwards and upwards. $1,600 Hades. Come on, man. I reckon that Cyclops strat there would work. I think you needed to wait on it and maybe more villagers on favor earlier. Oh, guys, who's mods right now? Someone wanna do predictions? I'll start the predictions. What's confusing about 165? You'll regret going Odin. Oh no! Oh no! Skady is. Oh no! I think. I think Skady is gonna go Odin here. What should we die before bed? Skady's Norse, maybe. Maybe Skady's Norse. We'll see. It's currently a 3-game lead for Skady. He's fallen behind on the count, but it's a lot. It's a lot of lives. You better go Odin. You better not go Odin again. Oh, even Chronos set. Oh my god, we've got in the bottom of the map, in the blue color, playing the trickster god himself, Set. Joe exercises his veto, but there are no vetoes. You cannot veto in a 165 best of series. Skady, Set, blue color, showing Joe the business here. Joe going with the father of the king of the gods, Zeus. He is Kronos. Gonna be showing that one off. We've got yet again Painted Desert. Actually, have we seen Painted Desert yet? I don't think we have. I think this random map pool has been going quite nice here. Is Skady grabbing some elephants here? Skady's been known. Skady's been known to do some interesting shenanigans with Set. If we recall a certain Set versus Uranus on Painted Desert in patch 4.0. Do you guys recall it? A certain squash, a certain green, a certain sea green squash getting setterized. That's a word there. Look it up. Setterized. It's the act of using set to kill. Hello? Where are you going, bud? Ooh. He's gonna come forward and take the. What? Let's just take a moment here to just analyze the how beautiful. How beautiful the zebra are here. Just look at how. Wait, what's happening? And the granaries. Oh, it's so funny. Oh. Oh, dude, he shoots them the wrong way. Oh, no. He's eating the elephant in his base as well. Never again can an Egyptian player say Atlantean OP. You just send your villagers forward and you win the game. I mean, Joe's smart. He's moved up to the gazelle already. I don't think the Skady's quite scouted that out just yet. But this map is a relatively short map, right? So you get your opponent's base very quickly. Bit of a late temple here from Skady. He's wanting to have advanced by now. You can see him already throwing a bunch of villagers over onto gold. The gold mine in the back here. Perfect for tower rushing. He should have just fought back. I mean, he probably could have. He loses out a lot on that if he does. If he fights back, it's 2 villagers for essentially 6 citizen. Or 6 villagers, because there's 2 citizen there. And he wins the fight, but he loses out pretty hard on the economy. Anubis coming through for Skady, and Joe's already... Sorry, and Skady's already in the base of Joe with this villager. So he can already throw up the tower by himself or throw up the barracks or whatever he wants. You see some walls coming up here for Skady already. Going to be boxing Joe into his base. Skady's rushes, my dude. We'll see if Joe's got any answer to this. Focus incoming here for Joe. Surely just build a couple of oracles and heroize them manually is the way to go. But Prometheus on the way. Anubis very much in front though. No extra priest being made. But clearly this Pharaoh is moving forward with a mission. It's the priest coming around as well. The oracle's coming onto this location here. Pharaoh coming in. We see a time shift for the mana so the villagers can garrison themselves in. Pharaoh going to start doing its damage here. There's the Prometheus. There's the Valor. The oracle's moving in. He's got the elephant here already. The Pharaoh has to run in. We've got the snakes coming in as well as a distraction. The villagers walking over. Where's the barracks? What are they doing? What is the plan here? The plan is to gather gold, obviously. Pharaoh, oracles doing their thing. You could have made a couple of extra. Look at how much food Joe's managed to get into the bank here. So much. But he could have made a couple more oracles for sure. Got double counter barracks coming up now for Joe. The oracle's going to be able to deal with these villagers very, very easily. But the Pharaoh does so much damage. Oh my god. Look at this damage here. One villager down though. Serpents doing their stuff. This villager might want to consider getting healed somewhere. Promethean getting sniped. Pharaoh and Priest getting pushed back. Villager coming back in. Can he get this micro down? Retreating the Pharaoh is very, very low HP. The Oracle does go down. The Pharaoh goes down. And Skady's rush has been denied. See the Anubite coming in. Looking to get a surround here onto this villager. But he doesn't get it. Not enough. Villager retreating into the tower here. Joe is currently supply blocked though. Needs to get a mana thrown down. But not able to do so just yet. Now got some barracks up. Spearmen coming through. Oop, 3 HP Oracle. This would have been a lot easier to defend if he just made a couple of manual heroes. How much do they cost? 42, 65 gold. A value for sure. Very simple. And I see the spearmen retreating back, doing their thing. Got some catapulties coming out for Joe. That's an interesting decision. And I'll tell you why it's an interesting decision. He's playing against a civ that doesn't build any cavalry. You get cavalry, but they can't build cavalry yet. So what's the point in building catapulties? Spearmen looking like they're looking for something to do. Oh, Terma getting caught. These are Chronos Terma. So the Spearmen and the Terma are... This is not like Uranus. I think Chronos... Egyptian players on Voobly can very happily classical fight Chronos. Because they don't have a 5.5 speed Terma. The Caraballister is really strong though. Smack. Dead. Not quite dead. Second talent center coming up for Skady. And all these aggressive shenanigans that happened at the start of this game seem to have cooled down. This Nubite's going to be looking for someone to kill. There is this very low HP hero citizen here. You see another... Oh! Oh! The hyena's helping out. Nope. Okay. Dodging the jump. Just chop the hero citizen out and start killing him. Right? Oh, he got a hit. He got a hit. The hero Terma here. Will it be enough? Does a lot of damage. Oh, can he just dodge? Jump, dodge, jump, jump. Dip, duck, dive, dip, dodge, and duck and dodge. Apparently we need a ton of different buildings. Look at the hyena. Can he kill the villager? Oh, he doesn't get it. Very close. Very close. There's so many manners. Oh, 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 oh. The Garrison micro. Ah, look at it. The thing of beauty. Absolute thing of beauty. Second town center for Joe coming up. Joe's army now coming to make these spearmen seem a little bit silly. But one mana has been taken down. Unfortunately for Skady, the Caraballister have... I thought they had a... Jesus, they all die. The Caraballister basically counter spearmen. And that's that. He should have just ran. What can you do? Now slingers are starting to get made. Doing their thing. We didn't look at the relics. Ring of Nibelung. Ah, Gold Trickle. Tusk of the Iron Boar. Ah, throwing away more units. Living the dream. That's what we like to see. This is your Voobly Champions League champion, everyone. Just want you guys to know that. Still just happily gathering the gazelle over here. No tar here. So no shadoof means no cheap farms. Also, the farms take a while to build. Oh, Pharaoh retreating. Will he get it away? Oh, he's running. He's trying. 1 HP. And he's dead. The villagers will basically get away. And we'll see Skady attempt to surround this. We've got alluvian clay coming through. Very rarely do we get to see this technology come through. Gives a little bit of a buff to those Promethean. But the priests are already out. And these are going to start feeling some pain. Let's see the difference here. Extra hit points. That's it. 30%. So they stay alive for a little bit longer. And it's looking like, oh, Joe's taking this this defense here. It's nice, but when you have DPS units, the ranged units, choke points don't really help. And back to gathering from the gazelle. Skady attempting to get to the next stage as soon as he can. Joe also wanting to do the same. Now, Joe has an option here of going Thea. Not Thea. Rhea. Joe has an option of going Rhea here. And I love Rhea as Kronos because you can time shift the temple back and build Behemoth and go for a back hit on your opponent. If you can get the line of sight there. Which is relatively easy with the Terma. You send a Terma in, you time shift the temple, and you get it going. Now Skady's getting his gold from this location, going Nephthys. Joe thinking about hitting the next stage, but doesn't have an armory yet. There's the armory. And which god will we see? You guys, I'm telling you. And where's the temple getting returned? I am telling you guys. I keep telling you. You don't listen to me. Joe listens. He knows. Skady's got Nephthys. He needs to get immediate funeral rites. Alluvian clay. Joe's only got 27 favors, so we can only build 1. But 2 behemoths is a lot, right? 2 behemoths is more than 0 behemoths. And the units coming in. And Joe attempting to retreat. These priests doing a lot of damage to those Prometheans, but they do have a little bit more HP. We've got our ancestors coming in for Skady as he's attempting to push these units away. The behemoth is going to be chilling inside the temple for now. More buildings getting time shifted in for Joe. So he is going to attempt to do something. Now, what are we missing about Rhea that is really cool? There's this upgrade here, which is quite cool. Horns of Conscription. Consecration, not conscription. Consecration. Oh, and Skady Town Center getting stolen. Nice. Nice. Is there any other upgrades that this gets that I'm not aware of? There's normally a couple, right? Negative 25% favor upgrade cost. So you could go Rhea into Helios to make these upgrades much easier to get. I guess, as an idea. That doesn't seem very good. And then... but Atlas is the god of choice here for Joe. So what does Atlas give you? I believe I'm looking at this. Myth unit line of sight. Bonkers. Titan shield is great. Yeah, I didn't think there was much there. I mean, obviously the implode will kill all of these units, which is a big deal. But not going Helios. Big mistake. Helios is the god. But Mass Argus isn't really a thing. So you just don't have anything to spend your favor on except for behemoths. So we see the behemoth making its way into this town center. Good raids here from Joe, hitting these villages while this is all going on. Kind of Joe's all over the place, just hitting everything. And the trader on the Scorpion Man as well. The villagers pulling back to try and take this behemoth down. It does only have 30% hack armor, so the villagers actually do decent damage to the behemoth. And the villagers will get picked off, and this town center looks like it will go down to one behemoth. And I'm telling you, all you need is one behemoth, and the town center goes down. Or at least very close to going down. There, yeah, it's down, and value. Oh, and there's the implode. I'm going to pull in every single one of these units here. You can't even run away from it. You're not going to be able to get away. They're too slow. And look at this population just decreasing. Dead, 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 dead. 130 population down to 74. It's disgusting. Meanwhile, over here, we've got some more raids. My golly gosh, you got another behemoth out here. 2 behemoths. Someone tell me Rhea's not strong. Oh my golly gosh. Joe showing Kronos is the god. Oh my god. Anybody nerf Kronos, guys. Nerf Kronos. My golly gosh. Maybe just nerf Joe. Holy shiz nuggets. What stellar play here from Joe. Skady not deciding to go with his patented shifting sands onto the gold line. All right, we'll move on to the next game, guys. If you're new here, hit the follow button on Twitch so you don't miss out on any of these fun, exciting games. What is it? How many more wins for Joe do we need? Yeah, of course. I'm streaming all 165 in a row. We're playing until we have a winner. We are playing until we have a winner, ladies and gentlemen. No cap. No caparino. No cappuccino. No latte. No double shot flat white. All right, I'm going to go to the toilet. We're back. Bets. Got to keep the gambling addiction alive. Slash prediction. Enter. Choose outcome. Pick Joe. Complete prediction. Slash prediction. Enter. Start prediction. Who will win? Start prediction. Got it. I put Volta Bebe. Oh. 29. Rapple, you can get the answer to that question when you come out of retirement. Gonna start the next game soon. Oh. Okay, so unfortunately, Rapple, you have to be banned. And we are back. Yet again. We are back yet again with another fantastic game of Age of Mythology. In the bottom of the map. The bottom. In the red color. Playing as the King of the Gods. The man in charge of the Mount Olympus region of the Netherworld. Zeus himself being commanded by Joe. So if Zeus is the king of the gods and Joe is the king of Zeus, what does that make Joe? I don't know, but Skady, he is continuing with his trickster ways, playing the trickster god set. And already doing something peculiar with these houses. Oh, the classic Skady storehouse. It's back. It's back, ladies and gentlemen. Look at it in all its glory. Can you believe how controlling the Egyptians are to force every single male laborer to have the same hairstyle? How is that at all fair? They want their freedom. I mean, not really freedom, but little things matter. Little things matter. Well, this is a best of 165. Currently, Joe is skyrocketing in front, winning the first 4 games, but it's a very, very long and winding road, some might say. If you're a Beatles fan, that was a Beatles reference. And at some point, surely Skady is going to get a win here. Surely. Especially once we get to... otherwise, it's not really a best of 165. It's just an 83-game series, right? 82-game series? 84-game series. I can't do the math. You guys work it out. So, yes. Good. It's got to be 82. Anyways. Blah, blah, blah. Temple going up for Skady. And blocking in his gold mine even more. So this This storehouse. It's a very good storehouse. We got Zeus versus Set on Blue Lagoon. Everyone's favorite map. Temple coming up for Joe. And you do have to remember, whoever quits first does actually lose. Doesn't matter what the score is. Whoever quits first loses. Yes. Yes, it is best of 165, Pixel Scientist. 165. You're not reading it incorrect. It's not a typo. Guys, come on. Come on, guys. Hermes on the way for Joe. Looks like he's going for an immediate second town center with these. Ooh, what's that villager doing? Where are you going? Joe on the other hand. Sorry. Skady on the roles are reversed. Joe, Zeus, Skady is set. Ta is on the way. Guys, tell me. Oh, he fixed it. He fixed it. Okay. No, he didn't fix it. He's moving the pharaoh. Okay. I was going to say, what is wrong with this picture? And I want you to tell me 3 villagers dumping into this mining camp, 6 villagers into this one. And the pharaoh is ready for this town center. He's already got a bunch of units here. Got Jason out, Odysseus out, second town center on the way fairly soon for Joe, you'd have to think. Not quite having the wood to get the town center up. We see the priests here going to get denied. There's Jason coming in, but not before the rhino gets stolen there. Big conversion, because that's the town center here for Joe and no rhino, which means that this town center is significantly worse. If we check out the map a little bit, it's very difficult Blue Lagoon spawn here for Joe, because his zebra are right here. And he's probably not going to be able to get those too easily against Skady's set. Already grabbing this town center. He's got his own stuff back here. He's eating his zebra in the front. Barracks going down. Potentially could deny this town center as well if he goes hard on it with the pharaoh and the spears and everything else. The town center is on its way. Could force a ceasefire if Skady is that way inclined. We see the pharaoh now moving forward, shifting sands, the heroes into his box over here. There is a villager that is going to get attacked. Can simply garrison that one, though he doesn't care about it just yet. We'll see, is he going to make a push onto this town center or not? The town center is on the way, 2200 HP, and Skady is going the wrong way. I mean, he gets this. I mean, that was disappointing. That could have been huge. Could have been huge. I can't do it. I can't even do it. I'm not even going to try. And we see Skady checking out the raids, making sure the third town center isn't coming down. Joe's throwing up archery range, stable, playing nice and safe. No hunt for him. He's got a couple of pigs in his base. It's like the storehouse under attack before the villagers start getting taken. It's seeming as if Jason and Odysseus are going to be able to kill this watchtower eventually. Armory coming down for Skady. Skady doesn't care at this point. He's just like, yeah, whatever. It's worth the time. And Joe is just getting units running through his base. The classic Joe strat of not building units until 15 minutes into the game does not work as well with Zeus. Though he could just get watchtowers. If he got watchtowers instead of these buildings, he probably would be, you know. But now Skady is thinking about getting to the next age. He's got his rhinoceros. He's eating in front of his second town center, living the dream. The watchtower is taken down. But now the units have to make their way through a house, it looks like. I mean, Odysseus actually can start slinging onto these villagers here. So that's a little bit frustrating for Skady, who's overdone it on the gold. Just a little bit. Armory on the way. Looks like one villager will get sniped. Meanwhile, Skady just walking around Joe's base, making life difficult for him. He's over here happily mining gold on that location there. And Joe is very, very short on food right now. Very short. Not actually building villages from both of his town centers. Housed at this point as well. Skady's just about to advance. Needs to get that armory up. Whoop. How did you get out? Sneaky! Naphthy's on the way. And looks like Joe is going to be ballsy enough to try and grab this hunt here. We'll see if Skady's going to deny it or not. I mean, doesn't really have anything left from his early game pressure. Let's have these two gazelle, which is going to go after. He's got a pig here. Decent food there. Rhinoceros over here. I don't know how he's going to kill this. He should just let it out. Delete the wall. What's the range of the Wadget? 18 range versus 18 range. So the Odysseus can kill both of these, to be honest. And there's the deletion of the houses. The spearmen coming in to clean up the Odysseus. Wait, what did he cast? Bolt. He must have bolted the Scorpion Man there. Nice bolt from Joe. He's not really got much to use it on. Might be better to hold it for an Avenger. The Scorpion Man's not that big of a deal. But Odysseus does fall. We see the unit's going to be preventing Skady getting his third town center here. As Skady is possibly going to be looking for some sort of timing push here. Cavalry and Chariot Archers coming out. Lots of resources to spend for Skady. Joe with a lot of population here. 90 population. And Joe starting to throw those farms up slowly. Slowly but surely. And Cavalry coming in, going to start hitting these villages. Looks like the villagers going to have to retreat back. Not enough to want to warrant fighting this off. So a couple of villages will fall. 46 villagers for Joe to 52 for Skady though. So still very, very close on the villager count, which means the Greek player is ahead on resources so far. See those Chariot Archers getting pulled back a little bit as Skady starting to catch up on the population. He needs to get those houses down fairly quick. It's a good amount of units here for Joe. See if Skady wants to start trying to push in and hitting those. You see Joe nearly 800 food, ready to go to the next age. Definitely think it's better for Greek players to stay 2 town centers against Egyptian and get to the Mythic Age. Find a lot of the 3 town center plays a little bit too slow. The timing attacks hit a little bit too hard for him to defend. Oh, found a villager. These villagers happily mining over here though. We'll see if Skady's gonna Spidey sense it or not. Pulling back with the cavalry, doing all the stuff. And we see Skady going into the base of Joe, looking for someone to attack. Apollo on the way, obviously, for Joe. Farms on the way as well. So one thing you can do here as Greek, unlike the other civs, well, I mean, if you get to the heroic age as Greek, you can just go mass villages on gold, throw up a market and buy your way to the heroic age if you're short on food. You don't have to throw up all these farms. I mean, this is a fine amount of farms here. What's 15 farms, 16 farms? Big raid here from Joe. Hitting this nicely. Hippocon coming in, going to be attacking this. We see the ancestors getting cast here. Immediate ceasefire from Joe. No sense in drawing away his units, and Joe's essentially he's doing this really nicely. He's going to throw up that market. He's going to be Mythic Age very, very shortly here, I think. Or advancing Mythic Age very, very shortly. And then he can push with Colossus, grab his third town center, do whatever he wants. Where's the market, though? There it is. Perfect play here from Joe. I mean, if he got the market up a bit earlier, it could be advancing by now. It's the only downside. Whereas Skady is going for 3 town centers here. He's going to be stuck in the heroic age for just a little bit too long. Dealing with those Colossus is going to be tough for him. And Joe's showing off like some incredible game sense in this series so far. And immediately buying those resources there, going Mythic Age. Really, really smart play from Joe. This is something I've been suggesting for Greek players to do for a long time, and it's nice to see someone finally doing it. And not just Greek players; it's the same with Norse players as well, and Egyptian players and Atlantean players. If you run out of that food, you don't need to get the farms up. Just go mass gold. Gold gathers faster than food, anyways. You see Joe coming back in onto this location. How many villagers on the favor now is the question. Only 2. Only 2. He should be getting his 3rd now as well. It's everywhere with these gold villagers. Really, really smart play from Joe to be avoiding where Skady's looking. He spots this, but there's nothing here. He's just searching for those villagers. He might actually spot them though. He's going over there. Pulling back with the chariot archers. I think there is an opening here for Joe to escape as well. And it does look like the chariot archers cavalry will spot these villagers mining out here. 1 wall, 2 walls. Would have been safe. But Joe not going for it. Still only 2 villagers on the favor. I'm surprised. No fortress either. So all of this like fast heroic or fast mythic shenanigans is fine, but I'm surprised to see no fortress, no Colossus spam. And he does get immediate heavy cavalry, not immediate Forge of Olympus though, as the gold is running out for Joe. The timing push here from Skady on that gold mine was, or that raid on that gold mine was absolutely huge. As the gold's getting running out there for Joe, you see a couple of those units getting sniped here. Villagers getting picked off as Joe trying to push forward. He does have the immediate Bellerophon is a interesting decision here. Like if this was 1.03 for sure, Bellerophon, but Bellerophon's not that OP anymore on Vubli. Would have been better to get Forge of Olympus, I reckon. But maybe that's not what Joe wants. He doesn't want the Forge of Olympus. Villagers coming back onto this gold mine now. Hands of the Pharaoh coming out for Skady, irrigation, fortified town centers, Horus, all the upgrades. So one way you can deal with Colossus as set, which isn't done very often, but you can mass Avengers. Avengers will be able to counter the Colossus somewhat more, well, definitely be able to counter the Colossus more effectively than Funeral Rites Priests. And there is the immediate tornado here onto the town center. No upgrades on the town center. Nothing to pull the tornado away. Looks like this will take down the town center here for Joe. So he's pushing in with all his units. Champion chariots coming through for Skady. Trying to chase down this Bellerophon. He's going after his trade route. Nice play from Joe. We see a side build from Skady coming in. He does have Horus, so he can go for those cheeky upgraded axemen as well. We see the Avenger coming in, another Colossus coming in. Did we see Funeral Rites? Not yet. But the Colossus unupgraded. They can get taken down fairly quickly. Joe not going for it just yet. Obviously without the favor, it's tough. Gonna attempt to take this down. Not enough priests. Well, there's more priests coming in. Now he should be able to clean this up. He will lose his Migdol. And that's the only Migdol he currently has here. Bellerophon is going down over here as well. he does manage to snipe that. That's a big amount of resources lost there. Joe going after the mining camp. He knows. He knows what's annoying. Oh, he's going to eat the gold mine as well. A genius. Genius play here from Joe as the Colossus getting sniped. House going down. Mining camp attempting to be rebuilt here. As this Colossus is not going down HP at all. And there's no way to interrupt him from re-healing. I mean, it's slowly going down now. My golly gosh. Town center back up for Joe. Fortress up now for Joe as well. He can start making Heliopolis. Spears of the Horizon. Funeral rites coming in for Skady. Look at this thing. As soon as Funeral rites comes in, this will fall. But maybe Joe can get out Shoulders of Talos, Hand of Talos. Silver Colossus, Gold Colossus. It looks like the Hippocon coming in just in the nick of time to push that back and keep this Colossus alive. And this gold mine is just going down so quickly from this. Well, how much gold does he take? 30 gold a second. Is that what he's taking? It must be. It's 30 gold a second he takes. He's just going to eat out all of Skady's gold. Now Joe is in a pretty decent position. We see the walls up for Skady already, so he's trying to box Joe in. But now he has to deal with Heliopolis, everything else. We do have Spearmen out. Spears of the Horizon has come through, which is huge. This is effectively an extra champion upgrade and a half, I think. Heavy Spearmen on the way. Flood Control Quarry, Copper Weapons. Good trade route. 14 Camel Caravan already for Joe. But we do see the Underworld coming in here for Joe right now. Is Skady not going to be able to defend this easily at all. A very long way for him to travel without his own shifting sands that he used on the Odysseus and Jason in the early game. Hand of Talos is on the way as well. These Colossus are going to be gigantic. The villagers moving in here for Joe. He wants to grab this gold mine for himself and the town center. The mercenary cavalry are out here. We'll see. Will he be able to get the town center up or not? The priest Pharaoh are in here. Look at this damage now. With the help of that Pharaoh, does a lot of damage with the Toxotes going after the Pharaoh. Will snipe that one, but looks like the Silver Colossus will fall before it gets over to the Savannah tree. We see the villagers coming, going to be attempting to deny this one for the time being here. Skady sitting at 139 of 140 population, spamming mercenary cavalry here while this is going on. The Matrius market over here is shut down because of losing this location. There's so many villagers on this spot here for Joe, but he's got so many resources. Does it matter? There's no siege here to take down the Underworld Passage. The Heliopolis are spamming out in this location. Meanwhile, do we see any attempt to push forward here for Joe? Not just yet. And Skady holding on to, for basically preventing Joe from getting this town center for the time being. Skady with next to no resources in the bank, though. It's looking as if Joe, he's got too much economy here for Skady to handle. The Heliopolis just keep coming. The villagers all sniped here. The spearmen trying to make their way over. They are hobbling over here, and the town center for Joe gets up. 160 population now to work with. No fortified town centers, though. The Heliopolis, huge. Skady gonna have to retreat back. We'll see. Can he make it happen anywhere else? Potentially he can push through onto this town center right here, while he can defend on this location potentially. We'll see how he goes. Looks like the trade caravans looking like they want to come down to this location now. It is good, but it's walking straight through the opponent here. We've got Nimlot the Third popping out here, and the catapults going after this town center. Skady attempting his damnness here to take down one of Joe's town centers to keep him on the back foot. While this is fortified town centers versus unfortified town centers, it's only 20 population advantage for Joe, but now going after those houses. Absolutely huge irrigation coming through for Joe. Shaft mine as well, getting that economy going. But the town center completely unaware for Joe. It is going to go down right now. Big play from Skady to keep himself alive in this game. And Joe still pushing forward, losing one of those Heliopolis. The Spearman should be able to take down these Heliopolis fairly quickly, but Skady losing so much population here in the houses is really very tough for Skady here. He's trying to pop them back up. He is struggling for resources mightily. None of these farms currently getting gathered from, as Skady is dropping down to 56 villages as Joe has done so much damage to him. He needs to get those villages pumping back out. Yet again, it is still 3 town centers to 2 town centers here. Still big advantage for Skady, pumping out those mercenary cavalry as best as he can. Pushing through, taking down the Heliopolis with those Spearmen. The Bellerophon is here, though. Going to be able to take down the catapults very quickly. The champion chariots as well going to be taken down. And now we'll see maybe Skady can come back and take down this town center while this one's down. See what his choice is. Or take down the underworld passage as well. He has killed off one of the only fortresses that Joe's got here. He's going after these Toxotes. What a bloodbath of a game here. And the catapult moving in, going to attempt to take down the underworld. They do so much damage, with almost just over 200 points of damage there on the underworld passage. Now we've got some walls coming up for Skady. Going to attempt to start sieging this down, but he gets denied here. We see villagers starting to get built here. It's like players talking to each other, but I'm not looking at it. We're concentrating on the game here. We see the underworld passage does get picked off. Spearman pushing through here, and Joe taps out. What an insane game here from these players. The underworld passage play here, brutal. Basically won Joe the game, but Skady, too smart, transfers the point of the war which mattered and killed this town center off. If Joe kept pushing through this location, he prevents all these farms, can kill this town center potentially, but he just was not able to do it. The economy seemed to have fell flat there, not able to take these catapults down. And my golly gosh, Skady is on the scoreboard. 1-4 here for Skady. GG, well played. My God, if you guys are enjoying these games, do consider hitting that follow on the Twitch. Love you guys so much. We'll see you guys in the next game. Big win for Skady on the scoreboard. I scout whole map and show no mind. Explain what? Explain how Skady won? Well, Joe hit the resign button, so Skady won. Is that a good explanation? It's finally Sunday in Brazil. Oh, it's so good. Okay, go Loki mirror. Oh, wait, hold on. I'm Loki. You can trust me. I hope it's Mediterranean. Oh. Well, we're back, continuing the best of 165. Joe currently up 4-1. But in the top of the map, we have the almighty father of the gods, Zeus himself. But Skady is playing as Zeus. And his opponent today, the trickster god, Loki. Playing tricks. Very tricksy. Very tricksy before this game started. Skady said, or Joe said, Loki mirror. Trust me. And then there was no Loki mirror. It's Loki versus Zeus. Now this matchup, let me talk to you about this matchup here. Let me explain a thing or two. Let me explain you a thing or two. Zeus, Athena Rush is the only way for Skady to win. He's asking for a save. No, you can't veto. No vetoes allowed. No vetoes. Alrighty. We got the Oasis map. We got Loki versus Zeus. We got an exposed gold mine. We got good 4 zebra start. 3 zebra start? 4 zebra start? I think it was 4. Yeah, 4 zebra start. It's 800 food. But looks like Skady hasn't quite found his giraffe just yet. And he's got 3 villages on gold. So he's gone for a later advance time here, it looks like. And his hunt is right here. So living the dream. Looking like he will easily find it. But he does have to walk around the forest here. So very, very sad. Oh, wait. Where did all this chicken go? There's meant to be 5 here. But he's only got 3. I mean, I guess. And we've got the baboon over here. Or monkey here. Monkey, not baboon. Monkey, we've got the giraffe and the gazelle. He must have hunt deleted a chicken, but hunt deleted 2 chickens. Who needs a chicken? It looks like Skady's going to be able to advance off the zebra anyways. Getting his temple up, doing all things. Looks like he's eating a goat here for some reason. When he's got 100 food left over here. I mean, that's what it is. They want to have that disgusting walking time. Yucky, yucky, yucky. Joe going to be advancing. Going to go obviously through Fawcett. He still hasn't got his temple up though. Villagers making their way over up to this hunt. And Skady's looking like he's going for... Well, he's going for a 330, going through Athena. No surprises. We'll see how aggressive he wants to go. He hasn't found his own monkey. But he definitely can eat those. And how many goats has he got? 12 goat to 13 goat. They must have missed a goat somewhere. I don't think you can get that odd number unless you've missed one. There's a relic here. We've got the feathers of Fenrir. Oh, this is actually a really good relic on this map because it allows these monkeys to be killed in one shot, which is huge. And we've also got the Kopech of Horus. Really big relic there for the Zeus player. We see some wall segments coming up here for Joe. No chill. He doesn't care. There's no wall segment rule here. So you do what you want, man. Just zero chill here. And Skady's just faking every single time going for a second town center. Wait, can we go? I don't know what they're saying. See if they continue talking about the segments. Ragi Ulfsark Hall. In our chain server. Righto. There's the 430 for Joe. And the longhouse is coming out. Will he go for this relic? Should go for this relic. Skady's just going to hang back. Doesn't care too much. There is like an easy possibility of taking this game late game and winning it for Zeus that way. You don't have to Athena Rush. It's just tougher. Because Loki is going to hit a timing here on this gold line with flaming weapons. It's really hard to defend it. And then the Nidhogg as well is quite tough. So one thing you might want to try here with Greek is to gather this gold mine first instead of this gold mine. So leave the gold now and come over here onto this gold mine. There's no way he checks it this early. If you're playing these two town center strategies, that is. And you got Odysseus, Jason. Looks like Skady got a couple more goat than Joe, but one more goat. Popping off. Still leaving the Kopesh of Horus here for no real reason. At the very worst, it helps you kill the Minotaur for Loki, and then that's bonus damage, meaning 100% bonus damage means that effectively these get flaming weapons against the Minotaur, right? So that's huge. Why not grab it? Infinite time on the flaming weapons. Jason coming in, Odysseus coming in as well. It's like the raiding cavalry are out for Joe. We're just getting pulled away from this location early. Only 70 food left in it, so totally fine. We're starting to see some military academies coming down for Skady. Surprised to see how slow they are, to be honest. Does he have husbandry? He does have husbandry. He's got pickaxe. Like he's sacrificing one of those Minotaur to headbutt a raiding cavalry that should inevitably get healed back up by a healing spring. Double military academy for Skady. One thing you can try and do here is rush Hera to counter the flaming weapons. Beastly Bra saying, what's the worst Civ in AOM? There's no bad Civ in AOM. Every Civ is good. It's a perfectly balanced game. Perfectly. Ooh, the raids! Kills a villager. No walls up for Skady just yet. Small mistake. Gonna bring his village, trying to ghost build this. Ooh, looks like he gets another villager kill. Big micro here from Joe. Nice play. Still trying to get those ghost buildings here. And as much damage as you possibly can. Cute play. But obviously villager advantage for Skady is huge here. So every time Joe gets any damage done, it's like some more economy for him. So you don't really want to fight this army if you can help it. Always fighting underneath town centers, getting as much value out of your defensive buildings as you possibly can. But Skady choosing to take these fights here. And nice micro from Joe, pulling back all the low HP units. It's really, really nice. He's going to run back to the healing spring. Kills off a bunch of units, loses... Oh, he does lose one of those here, so nice play from Skady to snipe that one with the town center. Arms coming up. We see more houses coming down for Skady. And Bragi is on the way for Joe. He knows his win condition here. Get the damage done. Hit the flaming weapons on this gold mine here, or on this gold mine, or on this town center. He's got plenty of places to attack. The problem for Joe is he's got no food left, and he doesn't eat his bloody monkeys. Why do no one eat this? This is 700 food. This is 900 food here. Come on. Get over there. Eat it. Just eat it. Eat it. Bragi on the way. Lots of villagers on gold now. A little bit of favor for Joe. He's going to be able to build a battle ball. And honestly, what Skady needs is he needs heroic age here. He needs a pass burst. If he could get there, he'd be in a great position. Maybe some more walls just to delay Joe a little bit to get himself to the heroic age to start making a pass burst. Because he's got the hoplites to deal with the raiding cavalry, but not much else. Now, Joe's other option here is to not build anything and just go straight Mythic Age. Fimble Winter, Flaming Weapons, or Hell with Nidhogg, Flaming Weapons push with Frost Fire Giants. Both things very, very strong and difficult to deal with. Skady still has about 1,000 gold left here. Archery range coming up. I'd love to see a wall here. That's one of those walls I see very few people building, but it's really good on the Oasis. The bigger Oasis, or even a small Oasis, just lock that off and live the dream. Now we see Joe moving in. Be hitting these units here. He does have a flame weapons. There is restoration though for Skady, so he can retreat away from this flaming weapons fairly easily. Let's see what he wants to try and do. There's so many Hursa, and these Hursa are huge. Bolt onto the battle ball. Retreating back into this corner here. Flaming weapons does get cast, and Skady is out of there. Valkyrie spawn. And Joe's just going to simply take down Skady's town center. Really smart play here from Joe so far. And the town center goes down very quickly. Though the town center only gives 4.32 favor. So you're not really ever going to get a myth unit spawn from this. And there's the restoration coming in. That's going to help keep Skady's army alive for a little bit. See another Valkyrie spawn here. The villagers getting sniped very quickly. Villagers, on the other hand, that's a lot of favor. Every villager here that goes down. So many spawns, but they're all kind of trash spawns. The troll spawns with the Odysseus. You should be able to kill that off very quickly. There's an Einhjar spawn though. Joe doing very nice damage here, but Skady has managed to hold on. And Joe's got a lot of favor in the bank. He's going to be pulling back. He's going to have a lot of battle board to produce now. So the follow-up here is the problem. Let's see how this goes. It looks like Skady alive. 63 villagers to 40 villagers. Einhjar over here going to get sniped. Ursa here should retreat, but he's too busy drinking torches. That was a really unlucky there for Joe, not going to lie. He could have gotten a mountain giant. He could have gotten a frost giant. He could have gotten a battle ball. But no, he got a couple of trolls. He got an Einhjar and a Valkyrie. So all classical age spawns. That's the coin flip, or the roll of the dice, I should say, you take when you're playing Loki. There's no way to influence that, really. But he does get a ton of battle ball out from the favor he generates for the flaming weapons. Now, Skady's throwing this wall up. He starts it. Throws this wall up. Going to be mining that gold mine over there. Living the dream. And Skady is looking to push forward. I don't think he should be looking to fight here. He needs to get heroic age, mythic age, and keep himself going. Looks like the hoplites dealing some damage here, but the battle board too much. Obviously, he needs Heracles. He needs Bellerophon. Or Heliopolis even. But Apollo is now on the way for Skady. He's going to start having access to those Paspist, which are huge, which means he needs a lot more farms, a lot more food income, because the Paspist cost a little bit more gold or food. They're 60 food, 25 gold. So not a lot of gold at all, just a lot of food. We see the Jason getting sniped here. And this is sort of why you don't want to be pushing out here while advancing or doing anything. It's really not much to do against Loki at this point. Essentially, he's got these units here. They get, is it 15% every damage? And I think it's 15% damage, 15% HP. Let me just check. HP is plus 39, plus 130. That is 15 plus a little bit. Yeah, 15% HP, 15% damage. So they're basically champion right now. Versus medium units. So champion Ursa versus medium units here. if I just go into the heroic age. That's why it's so difficult. But now the battle ball pushing in. Pegasus coming in, looking to potentially get some sort of underworld. The Paspa's starting to get made. We don't have a Heracles getting built just yet for Skady. She vitally needs. Just so many of those battle ball right now. But Skady doing nicely to snipe down these He's microing those Toxotes very, very nicely here. The Odysseus really doesn't do that much damage to the battle ball at all. But all those Hersa look like they have fallen, so he should be able to defend this. Surprised to see Skady not investing into the Heracles here. It's looking like the town center is trying to get taken down. And he's repairing it quickly. 1 HP. Jason here is going to go to town because no way Skady... There's no way Joe checks on that one there. And we're seeing the battle ball having to retreat back. And Skady holds on yet again. And now Joe, he's got the farms out. At this point here, we see the gold mine just about to expire, and Skady can go for an underworld play, and that's exactly what he's going to be doing here. Leaving this location here, going after the gold village is going to be preventing battle ball spammage continuing. 9 favor left in the bank, though, for Joe. And Joe's just going to continue pushing onto this location. There's still no Heracles for Skady. Such a vital unit here. It's a tank. It's strong. And now this gold mine is being prevented, but we can see potentially should be using that Pegasus to fly over here and check this out. He's got a gold mine over here he can go to, gold mine over here he can go to. 17 idle villages for Joe are moving up to the top of this location here as this fire here is continuing, but it's looking like Skady has defended yet again. So Joe is moving forward with his buildings. What I'd like to see Joe do here is just move back and kill off the underworld. Give Skady that breathing room. Take this game late game. It's definitely winnable for... Look at what anyone says. Late game, Loki definitely winnable against Zeus. Those Rampage Temple side builds, super good. And now we finally see the Heracles coming out and be able to defeat all of these myth units if he decides to target them. We pull him back. You see the Jason and the Heracles doing so much damage. So many Toxotes here. And right now, Joe cannot really make any ground here. As Skady is going to get to that mythic age here. I don't see him with a market, but he has so many resources in the bank, sitting 128 of 145 population. You can easily jump back through this underworld passage, hit this gold mine. The Pegasus flying overhead should be scouting out different gold mines so we can know which ones to go to. And now we see Skady pulling back into the underworld. Popping through here, going to kill off these units here. We've got very little HP remaining on this. Heracles takes down the Einhir very quickly. Battle Ball going to be doing so much damage. The underworld passage only has 5% crush armor. And now these units are going to be trapped here as well. Which means that this town center is able to be targeted down. But will it matter? We see Skady going to be manually returning. The long walk. We see the Ulfsark has managed to sneak through here somehow. Coming around this location here. Going to be walling in Skady's walls. Smart play. Unfortunately for Skady, not finishing the wall off. The town center going to be kept alive with masons here. Going up to 2,000 HP. Popping in and out. You see the units making their way back in order to pick these guys off. How are the armory upgrades looking? Unupgraded for both players here, it looks like. Now Skady moving back in. He's finally bringing those heroes in, these units. Like they're going after some villages. Skady with 70 villages. Joe with 74. Is he still building villages? Sort of. Slowly. We're seeing yet again Skady managing to defend. Defending all game. Seems to be the name of the game here for Skady. He's got so many resources in the bank, just not able to spend them fast enough. We see some side build longhouses here. I love this from Joe. Get a temple up here. Hell, mountain giant spam onto this town center. Pushing in for Skady. And getting pushed back yet again. The village is pumping out. It's just like not enough military buildings for Skady right now. He's finally spent all his resources, it looks like. The market is up. He really wants to get to the Mythic Age here. We see a Hill Fort coming up in the face. I love this. This is the Egyptian player inside of Joe. Get that up. Live the dream. I think he wins the fight now because of the heavy Capaspist. But he's pulling back. We see a second Hill Fort coming down. So now you have to start thinking about getting Jarl or raiding cavalry out. Because these Capaspists are too strong. But if you make Jarl Hursa, ooh baby. Tough army to deal with. And that basically means you have to build towers to defend. And we're going another temple up. Hell on the way for Joe now. Skady going to attempt to get to the Mythic Age as well. Probably Hera is the way to go here. We'll see which god he wants to pick. Hera is the god of choice. We see the longhouse over here. Market going down for Joe. Oop, a little bit of lag. Hera is a difficult choice here because of the two hill forts. Joe can just sit under here and you're not going to get a lot of damage done with Lightning Storm. But Medusa is the real reason here for hell. We've got 100 favor here. These myth units will all get taken down. Now Fortress is on the way here. I want to pause this one as Skady is having some internet issues. We'll see what they want to do. Up to them, honestly. They'll probably calm down soon. It's a really, really good game we're having here. And yet again, these units coming back in. And coming back out. But Hera Hell, this is like the Hell with Rampage. So good. Side builds everywhere. Skady knows it better than most, so we'll see if he's going to be ready for it. He's sneaking units in here to build temples back. I don't see any coming down. There's the Nidhogg. No bolt for the Nidhogg. There is a Odysseus, so low HP. You have to kind of spread formation against the Nidhogg. It's so strong. Though Lightning Storm is going to do a lot of damage to it and everything else. There's the Lightning Storm coming down. The damage is starting to come out. Medusa comes in to snipe some of these units. Population going down here for Joe as Skady has held on. Needs to make a gate here and chase this Nidhogg. It's going after the gold mine, it looks like. There's gold over here that he could potentially get. We see some Ballaster coming out. Ballaster Fire Giant. Love it. Love it. Now the Nidhogg flying over here. Villagers getting pulled off. Going to try and take down this location for himself. The Pacifists, even with their low damage, with that Zeus bonus, still super strong. And there's the Medusa, needs to come in and start taking these Fire Giant out. Bellerophon as well. Zeus is one of the few gods that Fire Giant Ballaster not the best against, but it definitely can work. As long as you can micro it well. See Skady coming back in. Medusa sniping one of those Fire Giant before getting cleaned up. Got more Medusa getting trained here for Skady though. Very smart player he is. Not even bothering to deal damage to this Fire Giant as he knows Medusa's going to come in and clean him up. Nice play there to kill that one. Meanwhile, Medusa over here is attempting to take down the Nidhogg. She does get bonus against myth units, so it's not a bad try. Get some extra damage done. Needs to get the Odysseus over here though. Villagers have made their way over onto this gold mine. Skady's struggling for gold at this point. Hasn't started a trade route. Whereas Joe's already got 10 camel caravans, or ox caravans I should say. At this point now, Joe needs to get all these armory upgrades. So you overdo your economy as a Loki and get all your armory upgrades, and then you want to convert villagers to Ulfsark and get side builds happening, get walls set up and everything else. You see the Medusa getting pulled back. Odysseus coming in, immediately going to start targeting down the Nidhogg. Flying overhead. No gold mines for Skady. No trade route started. defending all game. Look at the damage the Nidhogg does. Oof. Oof and oof. Oof, oof, and more oof. And the Medusa falls as well. Odysseus is looking like he's no more. The Ballista can clean Odysseus up very quickly. More Medusa attempting to be made. Joe just enjoying so many resources in this game. Odysseus now getting built back out. And Skady with no gold. He's grabbing gold on this one, but he's only got 2,000 gold left. He needs to start some sort of a trade route, but he's got no food in the bank. Does he have irrigation? He's got irrigation. Maybe getting the getting his flood control. I mean, obviously can't afford it, but there's some Ulfsark now flooding in. These could be Swineray, Call of Valhalla Ulfsark as well. But Joe not spending that favor that way. He wants to just get Fire Giants. More hill forts coming up. Gets that hill fort back up. Would love to see some walls getting thrown up here as well. Towers. As these units running in. No burning pitch or engineers. I believe burning pitch does give a bonus to Ballista, though it's not that much. And you see the Odysseus getting taken down and Skady just not able to hold on. Thank you so much for the 3 months, Kira. Appreciate you, my friend. And look at this. Skady pauses. Okay, we veto and restart. Okay. Oh, it's funny. I'm giving. He's already clicked resign. Yeah, GG. Well played. Joe gets the dub. Loki. My God, what a god. What a god. And who says Norse is weak in 5.0? Norse is strong. I saw no opportunity for Skady to win here. This is just class from Joe. Incredible class. Well played, my friend. Getting another dub. Moving on to the next game. What a game. Yeah, we got a lot of games to get through, don't we? Yeah, 165. You're not reading it wrong. You sure today is Sunday? I'm not going to sleep. We're watching this until they finish. This is easily the highest level AOM. Like, highest level AOM. Rapple, you got to come out of retirement, man. Oh. Joe needs to forfeit. No. I go Loki. Can make it fast one. They both don't pick Loki. Oh, it's so good. What do you mean they didn't pick Loki? We got the King of the Gods against the King of the Gods. Odin versus Zeus. Joe versus Skady. Best of 165. Go land map. No vetoes. No vetoes. No. No vetoes. Well, if anyone will be happy about the fact we didn't play on water there, John Arbiter would be happy. If anyone. Best of 165, currently 5-1 for Joe. You got a long ways to go. We've got a long ways to go. We've got Skady playing Odin on Marsh. We've got Joe playing Zeus here. And this is going to be a fun one, considering the gold mine that Skady's spawned with. Delicious. Looks like we're going to see an Athena rush of some variety here. Whoop, whoop, whoop. Pigs getting stolen. We're going to see the shepherd pigs. No laming in this. I tell you, one thing that separates the Age of Empires 2 community from the Age of Mythology community is just give your opponent their pigs. You know what I mean? Just give it to them. Just give it to me. All right, there you go. Okay, so Odin versus Zeus. What do you expect? Minotaurs? Good unit. Centaurs, good unit. Hoplite, great unit. Toxotes, great unit. Hippocon, terrible unit. Do not be the guy that builds a stable against Odin. Don't do it. Villager throwing up the house, doing all the good stuff. Feeling funky fresh, feeling great. Living the dream. Easy win, man. Yeah, for Skady, easy win. You're not level 4. True. Skady was telling me he is the best Odin on Voobly. Best Odin on Voobly. That's what I've heard. We'll see if we can make it happen. Temple now coming up for Skady, which is popping out. Scarab Pendant. This is extra 100% bonus damage. This relic is ridiculously good, right? 100% bonus damage. That means that one siege tower is equal to 2 siege towers in terms of damage. Bonkers. We've also got the flagstone of Buhen. I'm not actually sure if this relic gives 100%. I think this was changed at some point. I think maybe my my thing is out of date. We've also got the System of Bast with the 45 food villager cost now. And the Kopech of Horus. Bonus damage versus myth units. This is coming up for Skady. He's got a beautiful gold mine back here. And Freya is on the way. And Athena is obviously on the way for Joe. Villager on the temple as well, wanting to get an extra Minotaur out. And we'll see how Joe's going to play this. Honestly, like, I don't see any reason to go Hoplite here when you can just go Minotaur Toxote. Minotaur Toxote is so good. But it's just a dead art. You get immediate, what's it called? Immediate Labyrinth of Minos. And then you just make 150 food Minotaur for the rest of the game. And they cost 2 more favor than a Centaur. So just put an extra villager on the temple and you're good to go. Right? Is this the best? No, can you not? It's best of 165. Freya does a spawn pop there for Skady. And there is the Athena. Where are the buildings? Military Academy. Minotaur. I mean, you can just go Hoplite Minotaur as well as an option. Oh, big forest fire. 50 wood damage. Oh, actually, there's a little bit of gold damage over here as well. Very smart. Gets some bonus damages there. Living the dream. Archery range now coming up for Joe. We'll see what's going to happen. Got the longhouse here. A house? Maybe a bait house or something? It should throw up a wall here. Like just to at least delay a little bit. If you can. Raiding cavalry starting to get built. Surprised to see the raiding cavalry when you sort of know that what's coming for you. But honestly, you should just build a bunch of Hersir at the start. There's like 1 Hersir from both of these temples before you start making anything else. So you can get out like 7 Hersir, 8 Hersir to deal with the Minotaurs and the Hoplites. Actually a really strong unit early as well. But we'll see how this is going to go. Valkyrie raiding cavalry looking for some raids. Another longhouse coming down. The unit's ready to say no. Minotaur game pulled back. Ooh, lovely houses here and walls from Joe, but the raiding cavalry can just come around. You see the bolt immediately onto the Valkyrie. The raiding cavalry going to attempt to pick off some villagers here. You see the Katoskopos getting sniped. Nice. Living the dream. Oh, nice micro here from Joe, keeping these villagers alive. Raiding cavalry have to retreat back. So one thing that's really important here for Skady is to separate his raiding cavalry from his army. So one, he can return onto this army and collapse onto the Toxotes. But 2, you want to see if you can snipe these Toxotes that are running forward. Because if you can keep the Toxote numbers low, then the throwing axe will do a lot better. Unfortunately, the raiding cavalry gets sniped there. Starting to see the throwing axe getting spammed out. Lots of Hersir. I like this army comp from Skady. I'm not going to lie. I like it a lot. Hersir, really, really good against the Greek army here. But it's very expensive. And restoration is a real thing you have to worry about. You see the raiding cavalry. Oh, gets sniped there somehow. Oh, but the Orok getting some damage dealt. The micro from Joe. Oof. Look at him go. 76 pop for Skady right now to 64 pop. We're moving forward with the raiding cavalry. He's just about to... We still got a ton of food over here. Lots of villagers on wood as well. Just starting to see the Minotaur moving in. I think Skady can take this fight. We see the raiding cavalry coming around. They should keep going for those straggler units. Just right in here. Just where you know they're coming. He's got to keep looking for it. He's just missed it. Unfortunately, the line of sight for the raiding cavalry is really low. There we go. He's found 1 Toxote. Should be able to snipe that one there. Big win. Every single one of those is huge. I'm going to see Joe stopping to send those forward now for the time being. We see the Jason getting sniped, though. Another Valkyrie is out. And this is a really good situation for Skady to be in. Getting close to full pop, he can actually probably win a restoration fight here if he micros it well. Just killing a poor crowned crane here. Very sad. Also got Water Buffalo and Boar. He's got a really nice hunt route out this way. And Joe's just not able to find anything. He's currently eating pigs in his base instead of the hippopotamus there as well. So it's a really big advantage. So we're starting to see Skady moving forward. A little bit of lag here. This might be me. No? Hello? Nope, it's Skady again. We do see Skady sniping yet another, or trying to snipe a hoplite. Gets a lot of damage dealt. See the hoplites looking for a raid. They are a little bit quick here. 4.7. Hippopotamus here. Getting eaten. Gonna have to come back and defend this. The villagers will get raided. He might want to move up. And there we go. He is moving up as Joe. Not quite quick enough here. And these hoplite might all get sniped. This is really, really bad for Joe. And Joe's, I mean, he does have 4.7 speed hoplite, so they're going to be able to get away here fairly simply. Meanwhile, these raiders are doing a very nice job shutting Joe down. Very nice job. But Joe needs to think about how is he going to get Mythic Age here. If he can get Hera, he's still in a good position. Yeah, in a timely fashion, he's still in a good position. But now we're going to see Skady going for the surround here onto this army. He's got a lot of units. We see the Minotaur doing some damage there in the back. The Ursa moving in the front, jumping onto those Toxotes, getting a lot of damage done. We will probably see restoration. No, he's not going to be doing that. He's going to be going for a retreat here. He's going to lose all of these units. Retreating is not ever the option you want to take as a Hoplite Toxote army. As the Hoplite were not in the army, he's losing a lot. He's going to lose a Minotaur here as well. He does get another special ability off the Minotaur. Both low HP here at this point. Toxote's doing a lot of damage. They're going to be pulling back. We see our raiding cavalry getting sniped. A lot of these units not in the right position here, but going to be moving forward. These villagers can definitely come over onto the Water Buffalo, but maybe just the middle of the map with this army isn't a bad idea. Get them into the fight as well. We see the throwing action coming in here, going to attempt to take down these hoplites. Nice play from Skady, getting a big amount of damage there onto those units. We see the raiders chasing down some Toxotes over here as well, trying to keep the back foot of Joe. We'll keep Joe on the back foot now. We see Skady on the way here for Skady. Skady himself is going through Skady. As we're seeing Joe chase these units away. Hoplites getting chased down. We see the villagers now going to be moving on to a crocodile over here. As the units retreating here, seems like the units of Skady are getting caught out here. Big mistake from Skady. Now he has to retreat, getting taken a lot of damage done by those Toxotes. 4.0 speed is not a lot at all. That was huge for Joe. That's going to help him out a ton. We see more villagers move forward, going to attempt to grab the Water Buffalo here for Skady, as we've got no idea what he's going to attempt to do to stay alive in this game. He does have Frost coming, which is going to be huge in order to kill off the pressure here. The villagers getting pulled back here as well. Villagers over here happily eating the crowned crane, and Joe not paying attention to that one. There is the Skady. We're going to probably see these units getting split up nicely here so far, as we're seeing Skady attempted to bring these in. Going to cast Frost, hit only half of the army here. A lot of these units do get to stay alive, but a lot do get trapped here, and the damage is going to get done. Villagers moving back out onto this location here, as Skady's going to want to start getting upgrades, getting Huskal, getting everything else, and Joe's still not on the way to the next stage, having to build farms, not going for his hunt at all here too much. What's the word? Respect for Skady's Odin going on. No walls up here to defend it either. Just too much respect for the raiding cavalry. And we're seeing the units are now coming in for Joe. He does have restoration, but he's dropped down to 99 population. So retreating is probably the better idea, but he's going to be staying in here. We see the restoration here, keeping a lot of these units alive. Most of the units here for Skady are throwing axemen, and most are Toxotes here. And we still don't see a hill fort out for Skady just yet. He's pulling back into his base. He's got a lot of gold left on this location. Very hard for Joe to pressure that point there. Now we see Skady moving over onto this location here. We see one villager falling on this location here to the water buffalo, unfortunately. But it looks like Joe or Skady can easily take this fight. Going to be freezing one of those Minotaurs first. Going to be taking this fight now with the heavy throwing action. They can still do a lot of damage to the throwing to the Toxotes, even though the Toxotes do a little bit more damage than the throwing action. There's just a numbers advantage for Skady coming in. We see the Frost Giant is almost picked off as well as the Odysseus getting pulled back. Nice micro from Joe there, but Joe does have to get out of here at this point. We'll see what his next step is in order to try and stay alive in this game. Building another adjacent here, attempting to get to the next age. It looks like he may have cut military. No, he's still just building Toxotes and everything else. He's grabbing his hunt over there. Skady with very little food in the bank, even though he's got a lot of villagers on hunt here for some reason. I'm not sure why that is. He needs to either get a town center or get his hill fort here. And it looks like he's going for the town center, which I do like. It's a really good move to continue in this game. So settlement is going up. Medium cavalry on the way now for Skady is starting to really get those resources coming in. Like a really early tier here would be a very difficult situation for Joe to be in. But Joe's now going to be advancing to the heroic age. Having access to Paspis is going to be real clutch here. But now the town center is up. That secures all of this hunt back here as well. A nice wall or two would be good over here as Skady is just happily hunting over there. Throwing up a market now. Looks like he's going to be attempting to get to the mythic age as soon as he can. Joe still one town center. We see the Ravens flying overhead. Still not advanced. The armory on the way now for Joe. See what his options are here. Is the Hoplites Toxotes is going to be looking for some raids. Raiding cavalry going to be moving forward. And Joe, it looks like he's cut units here. No longer building units. Maybe going to be going for a Ragnarok even. Hill fort on the way. I don't know how much I like the Ragnarok at this point. He's got the advantage. So tier here should be more than enough, but we'll see what he's going to try. Just trying to get that economy going. So raiding cavalry is looking for something to kill. There is a juicy amount of villagers on that gold mine there. Hillfort trying to get pushed up as fast as he possibly can. We're just finishing up over here, getting that food income very quickly. The villagers pulled back as Skady does manage to idle those villagers. All the gold is over on that location as well. So there's no gold over here. So Skady or Joe does have to move hoplites over here to defend that and get that gold income coming yet again. Hillfort is up. Skady is able to advance to the next age, and he is going through tier. So Huskal, Drawing Axeman, Raiding Cavalry, all the above. Very important here. And a very real possibility for Joe to make some sort of a comeback here. Given whatever he wants to try. We see the units moving in. We'll spot these villagers. Losing villagers isn't that bad of a problem here, but Skady just not paying attention to this. He's going to be losing all of these villagers. He's retreating. He's moving away from it as well. Now he's finally decided to turn around. Losing 13 villagers here is absolutely huge for Joe in this game. He doesn't lose quite 13, but it was a lot of villagers now. We see the Manticore coming in here. Has the Valkyrie going to be hitting this one? We've got some raiders coming over here. We've got 44 villagers for Skady to 48 for Joe. The Lightning Storm going to do a lot of damage to Skady's army. But the Fimbul Winter is going to hit first. So we'll see if he can grab this town center during the Fimbul Winter or not. That's kind of the aim of it. Now the hoplites coming in. We're attempting to defend this here. We'll see what Skady is going to attempt. He wants this town center, I'm sure. And there's the Fimbul Winter immediately cast. And Joe decides in that moment to tap out. Skady, best Odin Vubli confirm. What a play here. Odin 3 food, 2 gold, 6 mid heroic. What a game here from Skady. He shows the Hersa early The Hearser was so clutch. Why build Raiding Cavalry en masse when you can make Hearser? I think this works for Thor just as well. I think it's a really good answer to the early pressure, the early Athena that that Zeus players are doing. And I think Skady's got the idea here. Really, really strong play from Skady. If you guys enjoyed these games, I believe these guys are going to be having a break. It's the best of 165, so we'll continue the series some other day. I'll type more question mark and see if they're going to be doing it. Skady wants to. I don't know if Joe can. I forfeit. We continue next Sunday. Okay? Skady champion. All right. Cool. We'll continue next Sunday or something.